Hello, Dindanmex, another game of League. Ranked. So in this game, this is for the promos of Gold 3 for the legendary Garen. I actually didn't play too well, but I did just good enough to win the game. The big ol' shout out to the Leblanc. The Leblanc was OP. She kind of carried in this game. So I'm going to show you the game overall. Like I said, I didn't do too well. I actually did pretty bad in this game, so I'm a little disappointed about it. But
30 seconds
I
until minions
didn't have a shitty team this time. I usually do have a shitty team. So we start off by ganking, and you should see what happened. He was not expecting it at all. The hole, the silence, the pop. Ow! That is too much damage. No one helped him either. Nobody was there. I don't know if they were fighting on the opposite side. I don't know if Timo wanted to go top or what's his name. Monster. Come on, monster. It is. I promote you. Give me some free monster. That was nasty. By the way, this is promos for Gold 3. So, yeah. Makes you understand that anything can happen, by the way. Since we were down there in blue, he decided to start red, and no one went and helped him. I'm the one that went over there real quick. See if I can save him. If he was able to get out. Took the little soul thing. Then Leblanc wanted to go after what's her face. It looks like she lives, but she missed it. So they kill what's his name, but I get the soul anyways. Remember, I'm soul Garen on this one. Ooh! I don't know if she tried flashing or not, but that was over. It was over. Flashing Q. See those eggs. Oh God! Flashing Q, man, can't go wrong with the flashing Q. So we start off strong. I'm 1-0-1. Now, the only reason Timo's considered a counter towards Garen is because he can blind me, and if he times my Q, I just don't do enough damage to destroy him, at least early on. Later as the game progresses, I'm able to do it, but as long as he just doesn't get fed, if I'm able to stay in front of him, then I end up winning the fight. Also, if the Timo was good, he would just be poking me all the time, refusing me to get a farm. There's no way I'd be able to take him out 1v1 like that, unless I'm full AD. A full AD Garen works best against the Timo. Now, you're going to see what a jungler is not supposed to do when you gank a Timo. If a Timo gets a hit, starts snowballing, that's too much damage with the poison and everything. And with this new season's runes, the Timo's actually a lot stronger than he used to be. But Timo's like a gimmick, I want to say. He's a gimmick player. I've never even seen him in pros or anyone ever consider him because he's so squishy and he's single target. His bombs are usually what... Timo's like a Shaco. It's not supposed to work. The reason is because you're supposed to be able to trick the opponent. Okay, so here he comes. Right there, I don't know why he still went in. And ended up dying. Well, what's his name got both kills? It wasn't Timo. Oh, okay. That's probably why he left me. Yeah, he should have just let it go. I was gonna back off at that time anyways. As soon as I saw it, I was about to back off, but I saw him go in and I stayed in. Now, there's a different, in the last game, before this one, same thing, it was a Rammus. He decided to turret dive the Timo. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, you don't, if Timo has a stopwatch and that one did, you don't turret dive. Unless you're guaranteed for sure that you're going to get him. But usually it doesn't happen that way. Especially if he's a good player. He claimed to be like a Diamond 3 player, whatever it is. I mean, he didn't play like one, so I don't know. On our first little skirmish, he actually had the Wolfie help him, because I think he knew that if he snowballed, he'd be able to take me out. But they had a Warwick, and I ended up killing the Timo with the Warwick. Well, I didn't kill the Warwick, but with the Warwick attacking me. So if the Warwick wasn't attacking me, I think I would have been able to kill the Timo. I thought it was Timo. Either way, I just kicked his ass. Look at that. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. Now, the way you fight a Singe as Garen is, you don't want to go full tank, because you'll never be able to kill him. I don't know if you want to... Oh, and you never chase. You only chase if you know for sure that you're going to be able to take him out. And the build, all you got to do is actually just put health and AD, and you should be able to take him out all the time, because the poison's the one that kills you. So he doesn't really do enough damage to take you out. So technically he should never really kill you. I mean, unless it's like a team fight or something like that, and you know, the opposition just does too much damage to you up front. Because he really is more like a cleanup crew guy. That's actually another reason why you normally never see a Singe, because you just have to take him out very quickly with all hits, or you just don't chase. And if you never chase, you can always take objectives without actually having to chase them. He's a gimmick character too. There's a reason why the pros use certain characters, and it's because you can do a lot of things with them. So the versatility of being able to do it is what makes a champion viable for the pros. Things that are easier to do with some champions are harder to do with others. So usually with Singed, it's really hard for you to actually get anything unless you just have like retarded players, like for example like this jungler. Sorry to tell you, cow kicker, but you weren't that good. Leblanc is OP. Okay, the reason you do see Leblanc in the pros is because she's able to do probably what she does here. That is just too much. A lot of damage, a lot of versatility, getting in, getting out. That was easy. The reason they use also Callista is the same reason they use. Ooh, I don't think LeBlanc survives this. Whew. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's actually also another reason why they use J4 in that's the reason why they do use J4 in the pros, because I don't know if you saw, he was able to go all the way. What's called the distance was far. His attacks can hit at a range. He does do some really good damage. He's able to land his flag and then his ult and all this other little things that he does. His shield. So very, very skill-based champ, but also possible of being broken. Yeah, he knew better. He knew better. I went through there to see if the turret would hit him, but it didn't. But yeah, I don't know if you noticed, Singe can't do too much. I mean, what is he gonna do about him chasing? Just run away? And this is another thing about Garen versus Singe. Garen has almost a guaranteed win. Guaranteed. Reason I say he almost has a guaranteed win is just because as soon as Garen reaches level 11, minions don't do almost any damage to him, and they'll continue to do damage to Singe. So I can technically out-proxy him, like literally. Like I do more. I can withstand. I can stay on the other side of this turret. I can practically be like right here and take his minions away. They would have to come by and kill me after that. Now the only thing about Singe is that he's able to take hits and run away. I wouldn't be able to do that. But literally I can be behind the turret and the minion aggro won't be enough. My regeneration is too much. So once level 11 hits, Singe is technically out of the match. He's worthless versus a Garen. He would have to kill me. I should just hit him before he sent me. I was trying to get as far away from the turret as possible. That's another cheese tactic that Singes have. So. And I think the opposite team was fighting amongst each other because they break down here shortly. So here's another thing when you're playing ranked peeps, you're gonna get a lot of different type of people. Even if you get trash players, try to keep your composure. I know it's really hard, even though I don't do it sometimes. If somebody wanted to. Even I don't do it sometimes, but that doesn't mean you just don't do it at all. Oh, did I move it accidentally? That's a good fight though right there. Look at that, man, that's a lot of damage. Also, I don't think I've seen a Yi being used in the jungle because it's the same thing. You can kind of cheese him before level 6 and completely keep him down. And the only time Yi actually has an actual strength is when he gets out in the open to kill squishies. So all you gotta do is keep him guessing. You never really stay close. You always have the wards at the right time, and he will never be able to take anyone out. So you can kind of take, get rid of Yi also. The reason the pro players don't use Garen is because they say he falls off late game. Not with these rune systems anymore. And actually, I think I've heard that they've been considering actually using him for top lane because his top lane presence is insane. Technically, almost nobody should be able to beat Garen on top lane. Now here, I went a little bit aggro because they were trying to two-man me. Ooh, look at her, she's dead. And it works. They do get me. That Q was perfectly timed. There's nothing I can do there. I could have just ran away and let the tower go down, but I thought I was gonna have some helpers come in. But I was wrong.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh, look at me, I'm just dead. Somebody. So, We technically have every turret. We have a bot on top. We have a lot of good vision though. We have a lot of good vision. We're 16-6. The Leblanc is 6-2. The Callista's 3-0, and the Morgue is 2-0. I have 2 deaths. LeBlanc has 2 deaths, and so does Master Yi has 2 deaths. But their Lux is just getting trashed at the moment, and it all started with that. I got the first kill on him. I don't know why she didn't think I was gonna flash Q her. Pretty weird. So this is also another noob mistake. Everybody goes mid after the opposition for some reason won their lanes. You can't do that, and if you do, it actually snowballs it harder in the favor of the people that have the kills. Reason is if everybody groups mid, the minion push on the side should be more than enough to take out anything, or take out their turrets. You have more control of the map. And more than likely, you can just have 4 in the middle and 1 split push, and already your idea of 5 manning it go down because most of your team is actually stronger than the opposition already, so they make up for 1 man difference. And if for some reason a fight actually does happen, more than likely your team will win it. And then you got, that's game after. You got 1 man split pushing, 5 of them die, 1 of them lives. On our team, if you're still split pushing, that is tower. If you're at tank tower, don't be afraid when you know you should be able to take it. My thing is Shaco can, that was a lot of damage from that Leblanc. Shaco can actually try to 2-man you, but if you have Titanic Hydra, you just do too much damage. I don't have it on yet. I don't even think I get enough time to really put it on. But with this team comp, you don't want to go tank. You want to go ADHP. Like I said, reasons because there's 2 characters that like doing poison, and you just need a lot of health to withstand that. Armor doesn't really do too much against poison. MR also. Adaptive Helm does, by the way, so if you wanted to put a tank at him, Adaptive Helm would be perfect. But yeah, you don't want to dwell too much on that, just because they are squishy, and you should be able to take them out, and you can out damage the Singe at any point. I only get there, I think, when he dies. I didn't want to waste ulti. Ooh, there's so much damage. The game's almost over. 21-7. Now, I don't know if their team just gave up, or yeah, I swear I think they were fighting ever since the beginning, since we got the J4. I think J4 must have, complained, said something. Oh, watch this one. This Teemo. So funny. Alright, so here's another thing of Teemos. This is why they're so cheese. Like, it shouldn't really work if you know what you're doing. So I never saw him leave, and I got a pink. Now he runs. You didn't cue me that time. Oh, the cute little Teemo. I feel so bad for him. Like, literally, he did nothing, but sure, he had that earlier. The way you take out a Teemo, listen here, junglers. He is the best feeding option early game. He's gonna push whoever is up top. He's able to do that, but he's not able to withstand early ganks. Unlike most other bigger champions that can push and withstand the ganks, and even then they still can't. If and I've seen this in the pros, if a Maokai can't withstand it, and he's fucking tanky, or a Gnar who has like a lot of options of kind of getting out too. Or what's the one that they normally use top with? Well, a Jace is kind of squishy. See, but a Jace also can disengage, and even then, like, it doesn't work out very well. If he's pushed too far, he's gonna die. So a Teemo should definitely die early game. He should definitely be punished, because as soon as you do that, he falls off completely. There's like nothing you can do to make a comeback. This Singe is also pretty dumb. I don't understand what he was doing. Well, that's that. I don't know what that Singe was doing. I don't know if he was trying to kill what's his name, but you can't slow him down the Yi. So I don't want to say Singe is like a really bad player, but really late game Singe actually gets really good. But even then, he's not that viable. Like, if you just kind of ignore him, not really fight him, like, he doesn't do anything. Like, I don't know, he's a weird champ because you have to fight him and chase him in order for stuff to happen, or you got to blow all your abilities on him in order for their team to end up winning. And that's what a lot of these new players don't understand. That sometimes it's best to, you're taking aggro and you're taking damage, but it's best to let that happen and take out their whole team and then focus on him in the very end.
Blue team double kill.
This LeBlanc is just insane. She does so much damage. She doesn't even have the cap yet. I think she's going short. My sister was trying to fight me there. Yeah, no way. Look at this. You see that? You see how I did a lot of damage to both of them? And I kind of knew that one was the fake one. So. Teemo trying to cheese over there. So sad. So sad for Teemo trying to cheese over there. That's actually. The cheese is real. The cheese is real. Is he trying to kill me? So? What the hell is he doing? I think this is it right here. Yeah, okay, watch. Look at Singe bot. Yeah, I pinged it. I'm going down there. They're already separated. Everyone's all over the place. No organization. We're a 1-3-1. Oh, that's where he was. That's why I didn't see him. I guess Singe asked for help. He did ask for help. Alright, do you see what level I am? I'm level 12, so here he goes. Oh, he barely wants. He wants some red stuff. Okay, watch this. Our team is destroying it up top. Those two are done. I think they quit. They probably fought. I don't know why he was trying to proxy now. It's too late. And that's the point about the Singe. Like, you know, once you keep him off, it's over. Alright, so you see that there? Look. Look at that. Where's the damage? I actually have no damage. The regeneration is too strong. I'm level 12. If he's trying to proxy that wave, he's never gonna get that turret. It's the best stalemate I've ever seen in my life. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how I got to gold 3. We got an early kill. Then I got another kill early also. Then we gave 2 kills to Teemo. Teemo should have stayed top. But I think he was supposed to be support. Any team comp really works unless you're going versus people that kind of understand it, and I don't want to be the one that says so, but usually if you're diamond or below, it doesn't work. Like, and what I mean by that it doesn't work is like they don't know how to play still. They're usually just really good mechanically, and they kind of understand a little bit of it, but it's very hard for them to really get. And I'm a Plat, okay, or well, I was Plat. I've been climbing up the ladder now recently. I'm gold 3 now, and the reason I say that that's actually how it works is because it's just dumb. Like, there's a lot of champions that shouldn't be able to get a lot of kills in ranked, and they do, and it's because the people just don't get how it works. So they get one kill or a little bit of extra CS, and like they just fucking go retarded. They're like, oh my god, now they're OP. Now it depends on the character that you're playing, and it depends on the user or wielder of that character. For example, Leblanc was killing everybody. That demands a lot of skill, like a lot of skill. Yet at the same time, Leblanc is squishy. So she should be able to die often. And they did kill her a good time. They killed her twice, but then she just snowballed after that. Their Lux couldn't keep up with it. And nobody really went to help her. I mean, if you saw the fights, there was really no help. So it's a lot different when you pick a Singe and the guy knows how to fight against the Singe. Or they pick a Teemo and they know how to fight against the Teemo. Or they pick a Shaco and they know how to fight against the Shaco. So yeah, I didn't understand. They didn't have any ADC either. But that team comp can work, especially when the people don't know how to fight. But I mean, hey, whatever. Anything works in Diamond or below. I think it should start changing once you hit Master and Challenger. I've seen them play, but even then I've seen them still play like these guys, and it's actually kind of retarded. Because all they do is they just use broken champs, and then they work on those, and then they get really good on those. And broken champs can usually do very well, especially if the opposition doesn't know how to play. So broken champs are more like they give you more leeway for errors, to come back from errors, and to snowball fairly quickly. And in a team fight, if the people don't know how to team fight, then you will be able to carry the game. And that's the whole point. So like a Garen attracts a lot of attention because he is kind of scary and big. But sometimes when you're fighting, you can't get to a Vayne. That's why they use Vayne usually in the pros also. Or you can't get too close to an Ezreal because he can just get out real quickly. Or like a Callista. There's a lot of ins and outs for her. So the more the champion has that, the more he becomes quote-unquote broken, but only when you don't know how to fight against him. And so once you know how to fight against those champions and you kind of know what to do, you try to help out your team by doing stuff like that. So on this one, they just gave up. One of the worst things you can do when you're playing ranked is fight against your teammates and give up. You can fight against your teammates on ideas and stuff like that, but you cannot give up. And if the teammate makes a bad decision, just go in and go for it. I mean, hopefully they learn from it. That's what rank's for. But you still don't, if you back off of it, it hurts your teammate more than if he actually went in with his idea and then lost it and then say, hey, you know what, that didn't work. Don't do that again, or I'm not going to go in next time, just giving you a fair warning. Or, something like that. Something where you build the bond to where, like, hey, we both failed, so it's okay. I've just noticed that that's usually a better response than it's a bad idea and they still go in and then you let them die. Because then it just, I don't know, it just makes it look really bad. So, anyways. Teamwork makes the dream work, but there you go. The legendary Garen is gold 3 already. And comment or subscribe. Comment, like, and subscribe. I don't know how to say it. Comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the little notification bell icon so you can get more news whenever I start posting more of these up. There are a few games I'm going to be posting up. There's a few pentas that I've been willing to post up that I haven't been able to post up because there's so much noise around here. But I'll be able to post them up probably later on this week, so you guys can see what it looks like with a penta when some of them just go ham, like they go just wild. So, anyways, good fight. Good night. Is it good fight, good night? No! Okay, let's have this again. So yeah, so if you're looking for your Penta, there's I think it's the Penta Dream Team. I think that's what I called it. I'm not sure. I might have called it something different, but just stay on the lookout. Once there's an episode on there, it might be your Penta. It only counts if we're winning, though. If we end up losing and you get a Penta, I'm not putting that shit up. There's no fucking. I mean, unless I guess I do highlights of Pentas, but that's just kind of dumb. What I was thinking of doing is doing something like the breakdown soon, where I kind of break down a team fight to tell you how it actually ended up working out and maybe what they should have done differently or anything like that. And mostly on wins. I take a look at them myself. So I played horribly in this game. Every now and then you're going to get carried, but the idea is that even if you play horribly, you want to play better than the opposition. So I believe I did better than the opposition, but I still played pretty bad. So call it a carry, call it a whatever you want, but it's actually worse to get carried when you're really, really bad. So anyways, good fight, good day, bye.